Hello you beautiful nerds, geeks, gamers, and collectors, and welcome back to the Canadian Nerd Unboxes for our unboxing of the Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Series 1 Hotshot figure, which we have right over here. The Canadian Nerd Show, the Canadian Nerd Unboxes, and the Canadian Nerd Channel are brought to you by our amazing friends over at Harry Tarantula Comics and Games, which are definitely your downtown Toronto hotspot for all things nerdery, and with 2 locations they couldn't be any more convenient. So please make sure to check them out for all of your holiday needs and all of your general nerdery and nerdy needs, I suppose. Yeah, we'll go with that. So as previously mentioned, in this episode we are unboxing the Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Series 1 Hotshot figure, which we were lucky enough to scoop up from our amazing friends over at B&K Collectibles, who are your online and Canadian source for all things Transformers, both rare and popular. So if you are looking for anything, then please make sure to check them out right over here. And if it's not on their site, then hey, make sure to drop them a line, because they'd be happy to help you out in getting exactly what it is you need. So rather than keep you waiting any longer, we are going to jump into and unbox this awesome Hotshot Deluxe Class figure, after which we will do a quick transform, and then finally we will end with my general thoughts, opinions, and critique-like opinions on the figure. So let's jump in, and without further ado, let's check this thing out. Alright guys, well there we have it. It is the Transformers Prime Hotshot Autobot figure, which we were lucky enough to scoop up from our friend Dan, owner of B&K Collectibles, your Transformers hotspot. So make sure to check them out online if you are looking for one of these, or anything else in this line, or really anything else that is Transformers. Make sure to get in touch with Dan. He will help you out. He is definitely the man. Anyhow, let's get into this. So as we can see on the package, up top here, this is a intermediate level 2 figure, which I assume refers to the complexity of the transformation or the character itself. We have snap-on blasters, which are included up here. And there's a little bit more of the package. This is obviously put together by Hasbro, as is a vast majority of the action figure world. And then here's the back. We have up here Deluxe Class, as you can see, Series 1 Hotshot Autobot, and then a quick description of who Hotshot is in several different languages. It says Hotshot spends most of his time trying to prove himself worthy of being called warrior. Below here, we've got a bit of a pointer as to where the snap-on blasters are on Hotshot, in case you hadn't noticed. And there's a couple more of the Autobots and some other fine details, which you can pause and check out if you would like to. And before we open her up, let's check out the side here. Now this is pretty awesome. This is pretty much like Hotshot statistics and a breakdown of his strength, intelligence, speed, rank, courage, etc. and so on. So it's awesome to have a quantifiable way to put your characters up against each other. So that's pretty awesome, and I'm really liking that. Maybe they should carry that over to some of our DC characters. I don't know, or some of our other stuff. Either way, there it is in the package, but that is about to end. Let's do this. Alright guys, and there it is out of box. Before we do that, let's check out what's included in the reading material. Whoa, you are large. So that's pretty awesome. There's a full breakdown of the transformation. And being as I don't own any Transformers, at least not since I was a little kid, I didn't recall if this was something that was included or wasn't, or if I was gonna have to figure it out myself. So that's pretty awesome. And on the other side, is the inverse of the transformation. So one of them was from vehicle to Autobot, or maybe it's the other way around, and vice versa. So either way, there we go. And let's check out the actual Transformer, or Hotshot rather. So when you open her up, right up here you have your snap-on blasters. There's one. And I'm not sure why there are two, as it looks like there's only space for one on top of the vehicle here. Perhaps it's just an extra, but we'll get down to that in a little bit. Oh, you are annoying. Alright guys, and there we go. It is Hotshot, the Autobot. However, because I have not thoroughly read this guy yet, I'm not going to go ahead and try to transform him yet. We'll do that in just a moment when we do our critique. However, with that being said, let's take a look at this. So that's pretty awesome. We've got his face tucked away down there, or at least that's what it looks like. And the vehicle itself is solid. I mean, look at this thing, it rolls. This is a car, this is a full-out toy car, so it is definitely very cool. It's well put together. Got a couple, you can see a couple joints here and there, but realistically they're built really well into the design, so it looks super, super cool. Anyways, I'm gonna play with this for a little bit, and then we'll do our critique. Ciao. Alright guys, so that was the unboxing, and if you're from the action figure world, a bit more specifically than Transformers, then you may have thought it was a little odd that there were all of these strings and what have you tying things in. I know I thought it was odd. However, no real biggie, and yeah, let's move onward and forward and check out the transform on this awesome Hotshot figure to see how it moves, or transforms rather, from one figure to another. So without further ado, alright guys, well there's the transform, and as per our previous Transformers unboxing, I did find that it was not exactly the smoothest transformation. With that being said, I wasn't really following the instructions or anything. However, I thought it could have been a bit more intuitive and perhaps a bit more fluid, so that you sort of felt like you were doing the quick, smooth, fluid transformations from the movies, comics, cartoons, and what have you. Additionally, the inverse of what I just said is that, well, the toy is actually pretty sturdy. Having completely transformed it without instructions, I was pretty much tugging and pulling on the different parts in different ways and didn't really break anything. So it was definitely good to see that they thought out the figures at least enough so that it can survive a child's abuse, and at the very least an adult's taking care of it, or abuse if you still want to call it that. My one gripe or complaint with this figure would probably be the underside of it, and that is only because it seems like certain parts are poking out a bit further than they should be and are practically dragging on the bottom, much lower than the chassis of the actual vehicle anyways, although higher than the wheels. So I did find it was a little odd, and it sort of just reveals that it wasn't as well thought out as perhaps we would have liked to. Nonetheless, it does still look amazing. I mean, check this thing out. I mean, both transformed and in its vehicle format looks amazing. It's just when you take the little peek underneath, but that's neither here nor there. So in keeping with our previous Transformers unboxing, I'm very happy to give this Transformers Hot Shot a solid 4 out of 5 rating. However, with that being said, I'm very much inclined to take away 0.5 of a mark for the transformation not being as fluid or smooth as I would have liked, making a total score of 3.5 out of 5. However, with that being said, we're not really going to go ahead with rating these Transformers, as I don't really have enough background knowledge in the Transformers figures world to give you guys a solid opinion or rating that really stands up or holds up against some of their other figures. So with that being said, I suppose just take my opinions for what they are, and hopefully they work out for you. So before signing out from this episode of the Canadian Nerd Unboxes, I once again want to thank our amazing friends over in BK Collectibles for making these Transformer Prime characters and unboxings happen. They are truly amazing, and BK Collectibles is also amazing in keeping with their stock. So make sure to check them out if you need anything in the Transformers world, and if it is not directly listed on their website, then make sure to drop them a line, because they are very adept at getting those rare and hard to find collectibles. For more Canadian Nerd Unboxes or more of the Canadian Nerd Show in itself, then please make sure to subscribe to the channel right over here and check us out for some more amazing programming, more amazing unboxings, and all types of awesome nerdery. And finally, please make sure to check out our amazing sponsors, Harry Tarantula in downtown Toronto, with 2 amazingly convenient locations from which you can get board games, manga, comics, everything that has to do with nerdery, toys and what have you, and the list goes on and on and on. So please make sure to check them out right here over the holidays to score yourself some amazing deals, score some loved ones some amazing deals, and all of that good stuff. So until the next episode of the Canadian Nerd Unboxes or of the Canadian Nerd Show, cheers, happy holidays, and we'll see you then.